Lions linebacker DaRon Gilbert is a hometown kid. He spent time on the practice squad, but wearing the Honolulu blue and silver means a ton to somebody from here. And Gilbert went undrafted, signed with the Lions, and after he got injured in camp, they released him. But in December, they told him to be ready. They brought him back. He signed a futures deal going into next season, and you see him holding his jersey there. It is going in the Brother Rice halls. He gave it to the school. How about being one of those kids walking through the hallways and going, I want to be like DaRon Gilbert?
Would I say that I've always felt underrated? For sure, always. Even since I first started playing football, a lot of people have been doubting my ability, so I will always say that I've always felt underrated. Coming out of high school, I didn't have like crazy big offers. A lot of big teams entertained me, entertained the idea of offering me. Had a few teams I thought was gonna pull the trigger, but never did. So I had like FCS offers, and I was like a lowly recruiter guy. I was pissed off. I felt like a lot of guys that I played against had a lot of these big offers, and I was better than them. So it just drove me to work even harder and pushed me to where I'm at today. Being undrafted, I just wanted to find a way to make it to the league, whether it was, rookie minicamp invite, signing as UDFA. I just wanted to be here and be in the building. It didn't matter how I got here, so I just wanted to be here and show that I belong. Growing up in Michigan, I definitely dreamed about playing for the Lions. So this is my hometown team, my favorite team. So I've always dreamt of playing here, and I'm glad I can make this a reality.
This is crazy. Same field I did so much on, bro. A team in the back. It's crazy. That was once me dreaming to be in the position I am right now. So it's like, nah, I gotta go dominate. I gotta go grab that. That's all it is.
It means so much. Being from here, born in the city, got it on my arm. It's that grit we talk about it here. It's that grit. And I really think that defines people that's from this state, from Detroit in general. I just feel like that grit, that passion, that enthusiasm, that's something that defines me. When I got the call to come play here, I wanted to cry, but I just kind of locked in and felt like, the work is really just now starting. So it was a happy moment for a little bit, but then, that 24 hours kicked in and I just was ready to go to work. It was a time when I was a kid. I was probably in the 8th grade, and a guy I was on a trip down at Wayne State. He asked guys like, what do they want to do when they grow up? And I told him I wanted to play in the NFL. And so I was in front of like all my peers and a couple parents, and he told me, don't bother, that I won't make it. So that's kind of helped push me to where I'm at today also. And the days where, you're a little extra tired or whatever, that voice is still in the back of my head. My mom's always been my biggest supporter, and also my dad. My dad, he's helped introduce me to the game of football and push me when I thought I had nothing left in the tank. So both of my parents and also my family in general, they've always been in my corner. So those have always been my biggest supporters. How do I define success for myself? Honestly, being where my feet are at. I never really try to think too far ahead. You kind of miss the moment, miss the present. It's not really defined by stats, in my opinion. Defined more so about impacting where you are right now. And just like I said, just being here, being able to stay in the building that I'm in right now and being blessed to play the game that I'm very good at. To me, that's being successful. Something that I'm still working on now, I'd definitely say is just having that short memory, understanding that you're gonna make mistakes, but it's how you respond, it's how you learn from those mistakes, and not really getting too down on yourself or beating yourself up on the fact that you made the mistake, because even from the best players in the league to the worst players in the league, we all make mistakes, so it's about learning from it. Who did I model my game after the most growing up? I'd probably say Tyrann Mathieu. I felt like he did it all. I felt like he could play, you know, deep, whether it's covering, whether it's coming down in the box. Right now, since I made the position switch, I've really looked into Kyle Hill's film, and that's somebody who also made a similar switch to me from college to pro, and that's kind of who I've been looking at right now to study a lot off of. So when I transferred from Lafayette to NIU, and I made that switch from safety to linebacker with like a week before training camp, and going in there and just trying to adapt to the new play style and understanding football from a different lens, it put me in a position to think, you know, is this something that I really can do? And so I just sat down, got in the playbook, and I trusted my ability and started making plays, and then that's when that thought just went straight out the window. Most proud of just not accepting the word no. You know, I've always heard that, well, you can't do this, or no, don't do that, or I've just always kind of just stuck in my own lane, had a good group of people around me to keep me focused. So just understanding how to battle through adversity and just staying determined, that's kind of the biggest thing that I'm proud of. The message I would give to younger players who they think they're also getting, you know, overlooked and stuff is keep working. It doesn't matter. Like, truthfully, nobody cares. They didn't care when I felt like I was overlooked and underrated. Use it to your advantage. It's gonna taste a whole lot sweeter when you know that you got it and it wasn't a handout, and there's nothing that someone can say. Things that people don't see or understand about my journey is they probably still wonder how I even got here, and that's like the biggest mystery to them. But to me, this is something that I know I've worked hard for. They didn't see the countless hours that I put in with not going to a big school, not having family members that played in the NFL. So they're probably just confused as to why does he keep defying the odds, and you're going to keep seeing me defy the odds. So I'm excited. How do I psych myself up to go hit somebody? I want them to feel pain. So as simple as that. I want them to feel pain, inflict pain on somebody. It's a violent game. That's what I want. So I want somebody to feel, you know, when they go up against me, they'll know that they played me. Has to be at Lafayette. It was my senior year, and I had messed up my AC joint probably the week before a pretty big game that we had, and I was sleeping in the bed, got up one day and I couldn't move my shoulder at all, and luckily we had a bye week the next week, sat down for a little bit, and I came out there and balled out against Holy Cross. I actually put somebody out the game, so I think that kind of like has defined me as a person, that resiliency.
On his heels, throws in the end zone, it's going to be intercepted! What an interception that time by the...
What do I want my legacy to be when I'm done playing? I was very involved in the community, helping out with others. It's just bigger than just football and just going out there and just lacing up every Sunday or Monday or whatever day we get a chance to go play. I want to definitely have a long-lasting impact rather than somebody that just played the game and then walked away. If football is taken away from me tomorrow, I want people to know that I left it all out on the field. He's very passionate, and he cared about making himself better and those around him better as well.
You gave the right pause to that.
My guys, appreciate you, man.